Hello, expression number 9. This is Destiny Digits. Let's go ahead and dig into your reading. This is really a beautiful reading. The red card to the left at the top, the two white cards are from my handmade deck. So the red writing, it talks about a trauma, and the blue writing is an African proverb. So bullying and harassment is the trauma that showed up. And the proverb says, the one who gives thanks for the gifts of yesterday will receive another gift tomorrow. What I'm feeling about this is you have a kind heart, a pure spirit, and even when you've endured any type of resistance or pushback or aggression from others, you have been very still and stable and not retaliating, just very gentle. Always being elevated and wise to see above the situation that's happening. And so I see this, that in order for you to not react, it's because you know who you are, what you stand for. And I also think that it talks about the strength and the trust and the faith that you have in God and just life in the universe, right? 6 to the far left, this card has a 6 on there. It says there is strength in doing nothing. Wait. And so in the event that you endured any type of bullying, harassment, aggression, or just mistreatment, abuse from others, somehow you were able to not react, not respond, and just kind of endure in some kind of way. And so sometimes we can't control people, places, or things. And so when we answer the energy in the same way it's presenting to us, we almost get trapped, right? But when we stay true to us and we just trust life, we trust something that we feel, something that we sense, we're no longer forcing. We're just kind of allowing, but just being in harmony with the situation. And so we can be grateful for the obstacles, for the tough moments, because every one of them is a form of wisdom. It teaches us something. And so the next card says, trust your faith, dive into the unfolding journey. What is your faith asking of you? What is your faith asking of you? And so you could be afraid to do something for fear of bullying and harassment. You could be afraid to step into something new because you're not sure what it's going to give you, what energy people are going to send your way. And so I feel like this is saying, don't force anything, just wait. But while you wait, grow in your trust, grow in your faith of self. What are you being pulled to do? No matter what fears are attached to it, what are you being pulled to do? Okay. And then if that's the way in which you're being pulled, what have you been forcing that's blocking that from happening? And remember, it's about the journey. I think that's the most important word here, is journey. You have to trust in the journey, not in the outcome. If we already have the finish line in mind, then we're going to miss all these small moments where we can collect these little nuggets that life is about to bring us. And so just trust that every step is taking you there. But the there really is always going to be unknown. And we're blessed if we even arrive, right? Because our lives are fragile and they're not promised. But when you live, looking at the African proverb, and you give thanks naturally to yesterday, the gifts of yesterday. This is not a specific thing. Yesterday was the first gift. And then within that gift, what were the other gifts that you received? When you live like that, life is beautiful. Life is beautiful because you're attracting, that's the life you're creating. The tarot that shows up are the Empress and the Page of Cups, which are beautiful. So Empress is a combination of all the queens. This is the card called the Divine Feminine. And then the Page of Cups talks about a light heart, love, a message of love, an offer of love. It could be new life. But this, and the Empress is naturally fertile. And when I say fertile, I mean this is an energy that's warm and nurturing and very tender. And just a natural birther of beauty, but also they have the ability to maintain environments and keep them nurturing, compassionate, and beautiful. So this is a prosperous energy for the Empress. And then the Page of Cups, it could talk about pregnancy, new love, but something is coming in. The gift is coming in. The Page of Cups talks about the gift. And I think it's being presented to you, and you have been in the Empress energy. Gender matters not. Right? This is the energy that you give off. No matter what you've endured, you've stayed true to that. And because you've been in gratitude, because you've given thanks, you can already count that the gifts of tomorrow are going to come. Right? So trust in the steps. Pay attention to the journey and those small moments, and detach from the outcome. All right. Thank you so much, Nines. Take care.